How do you tell fake coolant from genuine coolant? Before I answer that question, let's dive into the topic of coolants. With me here, I've got two types of coolants. I've got this orange coolant and this green coolant. Other than the color difference, these two coolants are completely and entirely different. Why is that so? What I have on this hand is the normal coolant that you use in your normal car. On this other hand, I've got high performance coolant that is used in performance cars. When I talk about performance cars, I'm talking about sports cars and cars that have a huge engine displacement. And that is because both these cars, the sports cars and the cars with high engine displacement, they produce a lot of heat. And now, when a lot of heat is being produced, it goes without saying that it requires maximum cooling or more cooling compared to your normal car. And that is where this high performance coolant comes into play. Why is that so? The high performance coolant has higher boiling points compared to the normal coolant and lower freezing points compared to the normal coolant. That ensures that it can accommodate the excess heat that is being produced by performance cars. Now, which of the two is best to use in your car? First of all, if you're going for a performance car, this is good to go. But can you use a high performance coolant in your normal car? Yes, you can. The only downside is that this one is more expensive, but if your pocket can accommodate it, why not? Now, on to other questions. Should you mix coolant? These are very common questions and a frequently asked question. And the answer is no, you should not mix coolant. That is because different companies, different brands use different chemicals to manufacture these coolants. And now, when you mix two chemicals, we all know that a chemical reaction will happen. When a chemical reaction happens, it results into the formation of a gel-like substance. When a gel-like substance is formed in your cooling system, it can result to corrosion in your radiator or even blockage in your cooling system. Blockage in your cooling system, it will affect the cooling process, resulting into overheating. Now, on to another question. Can you top up water into your coolant? Let's first understand one thing. Coolant, it's usually 50-50%. Most of the coolants that come in here, it's usually 50% coolant, 50% water. And now, back in the younger days when you were growing up, we used to have diluted juices. I don't know if they are still there. And now, with the diluted juice, it would come as a concentrated liquid, and then we would add water. The more you added water, the less tasty the juice was. That's the same thing with your coolant. This coolant is already mixed with water. So when you top up more water, you're simply reducing the effectiveness of the coolant in your system. Another question is, can you mix old coolant with new coolant? And I mean the coolant that has really stayed for quite some time in the system. The answer is no. That is because the old coolant that is in your system, it has taken quite a beating by absorbing all the high temperatures, ensuring that the engine is properly cooled. So chemical breakdown has happened. So when you top up new coolant into your old coolant, then it simply means that a chemical reaction will occur. A chemical reaction will result into corrosion, which will ultimately reduce the effectiveness of your cooling system. All right, now, how do you differentiate genuine coolant from fake coolant? Or is it fake coolant from genuine coolant? We all have to agree on one thing. Nowadays, it's really tough. The streets are really cold. And people are out there trying to make an easy buck by conning you your money. Because you don't have the information, or maybe you really don't know about what to check out for, then you easily get scammed. So let me highlight differences that can help you as a driver or as a car owner know that you're buying a genuine coolant and not the fake coolant. Number one, when you touch genuine coolant, when you rub it between your fingers, let me just demonstrate. Let me use this normal coolant. When you touch this normal coolant with your fingers and rub, it has an oily feel. That is because this coolant contains something we call glycobase. And now glycobase has some lubricative properties that gives it this slimy feel. But now, when you go to the fake coolants, they are as thin as water. You and me both know that when you touch water, it doesn't have any slimy properties. That is fake coolant. Something else is color. When you look at these two coolants, they really are vibrant. I mean, these are vibrant orange, these are vibrant green. Genuine coolants come in vibrant colors. But when we talk about fake coolants, their colors are dull and contrasting. Another point is smell. When we talk about genuine coolant, it either has a sweet smell or no smell at all. All right? Genuine, it either has a sweet smell or no smell at all. When you talk about the fake coolant, it has an odd smell. As in, you smell it and then you're like, that smell is not pleasant. That is fake coolant. So those are just some of the tips that can help you at least not get scammed of your hard-earned money. At least when you differentiate fake coolant from genuine coolant, it not only saves you money, but at the same time, it ensures that your car serves you better and longer. Anyway, that being said, I've seen most of the times when I share information, there are people who are very quick to go to the comment section and tell me that, oh, I've been doing this to my car for a long time and nothing has ever happened. And you over there, you take seriously what the other person said in the comment and you decide to apply it. What you forget is that maybe the person who's saying that nothing has ever happened to his or her car is driving a 1999 car. And you over there, you're driving a modern car. Old cars and new cars are very different. And modern cars are very sensitive, extremely sensitive. These cars require a lot of tender love and care. They require you to take care of them the same way you take care of a child. If you abuse these modern cars, they will frustrate you. If you take good care of these modern cars, they will serve you well. And now, even though people say that, oh, this has not yet happened, it does not take away the chance of this happening later on. Why do I say that? These chemical reactions, they are not instantaneous. I mean, it's not like you just mix, boom, a gel-like substance is formed. No, everything takes time. Every process takes time. So maybe the chemical reaction process may take time, maybe after 6 months, after 1 year. And then after that duration is over, then all sorts of issues arise with your car. So why don't you just take an initiative and take care of your car from the word go? When you take good care of your car, it will serve you well, it will save your finances, and at the same time, you'll be a happy car owner. All right? So kindly always ensure that you're treating your car the same way you expect your car to treat you. It's a two-way thing. It's a two-way traffic thing, all right? So when it comes to matters related to cooling, always ensure that your car is in the best condition. It's using the best product. It's using the best quality. And when that happens, it will always ensure that your car serves you well. There's a point I really need to insist on. After you do flushing, when you flush the coolant system, if you have an old coolant and you want to fill in with a new one, always ensure that you thoroughly flush the cooling system. After thoroughly flushing the cooling system, ensure that you do coolant bleeding. Most cars require coolant bleeding to ensure that no air is trapped into the coolant system. Because when air is trapped into the coolant system, it results in formation of airlocks. Airlocks prevent the proper circulation of the coolant. And now when coolant is not properly circulated, you and me both know that overheating issues will occur. So yes, there you have it. And now, if you've not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, kindly subscribe, because this is where I share informative and educative car content in depth and in detail, tailor-made just for you.